Okay, today we're going to try to discuss the 5 guns that everybody should own. We've actually got 3 long guns and a handgun. We decided that the long-range sniper weapon, $2,000 rifle, was out of everybody's range. So we're going to try to get something here with multiple uses rather than have something a specialty item. I think the first gun you need to get is your handgun. Get a Glock 19 9mm, 15-shot magazine. Of course, you always have your 33 rounders. Have plenty of those with you. That's a good handgun to have. That's a good handgun to start with. Next down the line, in order of importance, I think, is to have your 10-22 Ruger with your VX-25 magazines. Now, you've gone through this before. You can kill everything from a ground squirrel to a moose with this. Have plenty of VX-25 magazines. Next in line in usefulness would probably be this Mossberg pump. This is a 12 gauge that's sold as a kit. Now with this gun you get your 18.5-inch home defense barrel. You get a pistol grip so you can change it back and forth if this is what you want. And you also get a 26-inch hunting barrel with a vent rib. It's ported and comes with 3 chokes. This gun will cover everything from small game to deer, bear, whatever you want to hunt with it. And when you get home from hunting, you can always put the pistol grip and the short barrel back on it. You got a fine little home defender there. You can also get a lot of accessories for this gun if you want to trick it out with different stocks and all. But this comes from Mossberg this way. Now, last but not least, everybody needs some kind of combat weapon. This is a Bushmaster XM15 E2S in the 5.56 caliber M4 configuration. You should also have with your gun, as a backup, you can have the 22 drop-in bolt conversion with the 22 magazine. Now you have to understand that the barrel of this gun is not really designed to shoot 22 LR, so you're not going to get tack driving accuracy. Now I fired these before, and you can hit a squirrel or a rabbit at 40 or 50 yards with it, but that's about as good as you're going to do. If you want to shoot more accurately, you have to get a dedicated 22 upper. But this right here can save your life. And I think these are the guns that everybody should own. Eric and I both feel the same way. If you have the money, you can later add some type of a bolt action, high-powered gun like a 7.62 bolt action with a nice scope for long-range shooting. But that's the guns that we think everybody should own.
Right, now everything Barry laid out earlier is definitely right on the money. I agree with him completely about this arrangement. But I do want to throw out the Mosin, the Russian M90-130. This is one of those guns that if you and your buddies wanted to go in a couple of grand together, pool your money, you could buy a crate of these things and about 5 crates of ammo for around $2,000. That's a real good cheap way to arm 10 men. You all get your technique down and train properly on this gun, you can be very deadly in large numbers.
Very deadly.
This gun will pretty much kill anything on North America. Shoots a 7.62 by 54. Okay, a good battle-proven cartridge that's been in service since 1891. You got good soft point loadings out there for it. You can kill elk, bear, moose, anything, deer, 2-legged game of all sorts if you need to. And they excel at that. They're good guns. And if you want a high-power bolt action and you don't want to spend a ton of money, this is definitely a good way to go.
Like Eric said, if you want to arm a dozen people, economically, this is the way to go.
Yeah, and it's not junk. I mean,
no, it's not
guns
junk
at all.
No,
they're good guns.
It's a damn nice rifle.
I mean, this is, this is the rifle that won the war for the Russians.
It certainly did.
And a lot of people talk smack about Mosins because they're cheap, but they really are great guns.
They are.
So this would be a distant fifth if you guys want to get in a high-power rifle without spending a ton of money.
Right.
But we'd strongly recommend these 5 guns would be my go-to guns and Barry's go-to guns. So there you have it.
If you can afford it, we were just discussing this before we closed for the day. If you had one of these that was suppressed, with a lot of these magazines, that would be the ultimate survival weapon. You can snipe with it or whatever you need to do. You can kill game and nobody can hear you. That's a very important thing. People say, well, I'm going to run to the mountains and kill squirrels and rabbits and live off of that. Well, that 22 can be heard for 1.5 miles away if it's not suppressed. If this gun's suppressed, would be the ideal survival weapon.